So by now it's August and we've been having a lot of cool music releases this year, so I just wanted to go through one of my favorite songs of 2016 up until now. Literally my favorite song of this year after Spring Love is called All Mine. It's by a Korean group called FX. They released it on their channel of SM Town, and it's just great because it's this great mix of Korean vocals and this Euro pop kind of music genre that a lot of people like to listen to in the summer. So honestly, if you're not listening to this song because it's in Korean, you're racist and you have no taste. Okay, Nadia, just be a little bit less aggressive. I love Amber. CS Cheap Thrills featuring Sean Paul came out this February according to YouTube. What I love and hate about Sean Paul at the same time is I have no idea what he's saying. This video clip had subtitles of his lyrics and I still don't really get what he means. But it doesn't matter because I do understand what CS is saying, and I too love cheap thrills. Preferably free thrills. Just no money, no budget needed whatsoever. Blackpink is a K-pop group that just debuted and already are winning awards left and right. And the reason why I love their song Whistle so much is because it's the closest we're ever gonna get to a 21 comeback. Seriously, listen to the song and try to discredit me that this song wasn't made for 21 first, because that's definitely how it sounds. I can even hear like which part CL's gonna do, and then the part before the chorus is gonna be sung by Bomb, and then the wee ba da 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 is definitely done by Dada. Like, it's also one small side note. I don't really know how you can make a man whistle like a missile. Bomb, bomb. I don't know how to say the word 440 in Hindi. The 440 Volt is the title of a soundtrack in the Bollywood movie Sultan, which I watched with my sister, which is about a wrestler, and honestly the storyline isn't super interesting except for the fact that India, much like all other countries in the world, really needs a healthy dose of feminism. But the song is really great, and it has this kind of like bounce and rhythm to it, so even if you're not dancing along to it, you're kind of like bobbing your head and kind of going along with your shoulders. It has a great vibe. Literally every single that Taeyang puts out is just great. Like, I cried the first time I listened to I, which might have something to do with my mental health. I love Starlight, I love the chemistry that she had with Dean in the video clip, but Why is just amazing. And if you look at her dance practice, I really like how she puts out this whole performance, and there's this big switch between like being very slow and kind of going with the flow, and then having like this really quick dynamic kind of bouncy choreo during the chorus. It's just great. Watch it. Work From Home by Fifth Harmony was a song that I first heard in remakes, and then it took me a really long time to actually figure out where it came from. But the beat and the motive that you hear is just so much fun, and I really like the theme of being in a relationship and kind of going, you know, you've been out for a very long time, so from today, at least today, you're gonna work from home. And that's the great thing about English, that they can sing, you don't gotta go to work, but you gotta go to work, and we all know what they're talking about. The thing that I'm a little worried about is, you know, this guy that they're dating ain't having no regular office job, because if you're having a night shift, if you work on night shifts, the job that you do has gotta be pretty important and around the clock. It's like maybe he's a doctor and the emergency room isn't really safe if he's not working that well, and if you're distracting him by sending pictures of your fine ass, the situation ain't getting that much better. Continuing the theme of work, I really like Rihanna's Work featuring Drake, because once again, the beat is really good, it's really nice to dance to, and the mentality of just work, and the rest not being really significant to sing or to talk about is really the theme of everyone's life right now. I also went to the action movie Dishoom, which is basically just an action movie, but rather than you have Brad Pitt, you have John Abraham, and rather than some other cute, quirky side character, you have it's actually just it's just an action movie, really. Saotaraka is basically the most popular song of the soundtrack, and me and my friends, after we saw the movie, just kind of like to jam along to the song, and we just still don't understand the lyrics, we still don't understand what the song is about, but as soon as we recognize the intro, we're completely into it. And lastly, I'd like to give an honorable mention to the new soundtrack of Mohenjo-daro, which is a Bollywood movie that I went to just this week with Hithrik Roshan in it and another actress who is really great and really good, but first of all, I can't remember her name, and second of all, she's still not as pretty as Hithrik himself. The fact that you see him and he goes in, he tries to dance along with a dance group he's not a part of, so it's really funny to see him kind of like lagging with the rest and kind of like bumping into other people and kind of like doing the easy moves quite easily, but then as soon as, you know, the rest of the group jumps, he's kind of like, oh, okay. I really like that he was honestly trying to fit in with the rest of the group, which he just kind of like fit himself into last minute in order to be closer to his love interest. But it was really funny that he was really awkward, and then as soon as he got closer to her, they got into slow motion, and even though the rest of the world was kind of continuing in slow motion and was standing still, their time kept going, and it was choreographed and directed really well. So it's not the love song of the year, which of course is still Spring Love. Spring Love forever, Spring Love for the rest of my life. Doesn't matter if I'll ever fall in love in the middle of December or in June. Spring Love will be the best song of 2016, even though we still got 4 months to go. Spring Love. And on that slightly aggressive note, I'm reminding you to listen to FX's Online and listen to Spring Love by Wendy from Red Velvet and Eric Nam. And if you're not into Korean pop, that is not my problem.